Airport in March 1962, and Andrews officially became the home of Air Force One. The 89th Airlift Wing has been the host unit at Andrews since 1991, and the 89th has lived up to Andrews' rich history, emerging as the elite Air Mobility Command wing for transporting VIPs around the world. In just the last few years, Andrews has seen the entire family. Ladies and gentlemen, on the roll, take a look at your United States Navy's A-18 Super Hornet. Descent of the Super Hornet. Maneuverability on this aircraft rivals almost any other airplane in the world. This aircraft is one that is intended to replace the aging F-14 Tomcats that have served our country so well since a high-speed pass at nearly 600 miles per hour. Now back on the stick for a high-speed climb through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 feet and over the top. How's that for performance, ladies and gentlemen? It's the A-18 Super Hornet. Now almost straight down, Bunza throws the stick to the right, righting the aircraft, pulling back hard, and settling in for the next part of his performance. completing the square loop in the FA-18 Super Hornet. Now they call this the load and roll. It's almost a snap roll on this airplane. There you see it. The aircraft will be they'll hold the aircraft inverted and reduce power to idle. Ladies and gentlemen, the inverted whisper pass. Sometimes the aircraft with the ability to fly slowest will have the advantage in air-to-air combat, as the potential adversary may be forced to fly in front of the fighter. No other aircraft in the world would attempt to maneuver this slow speed at this slow speed and nose attitude. However, the FA-18 Super Hornet remains completely controllable with 2 digital flight control computers aiding Bunza in keeping this 40,000-pound plane flying at less than 100 miles per hour. Just past show center, Grace will call for afterburners, and you'll see the Super Hornets perform a split S, demonstrating the aircraft's ability to quickly accelerate and dominate the sky. Take a look at the Super Hornet high elbow pass and the split S. Remember, approaching at 130 miles an hour, the carrier deck is moving away from the pilot and aircraft at an angle. So precise control is very, very important. Once at about a quarter mile, the landing systems officer, the landing signal officer will say call the ball. The pilot will say roger ball, give a fuel state, and get ready to touch down on the carrier deck with the hook down to catch one of the 4 arresting wires. If it doesn't catch one of the wires, it goes around. In order to have the power to go around, the minute the aircraft wheels touch the carrier deck, the pilot shoves the throttles all the way forward. And now from the left, ladies and gentlemen, on final approach to land here at the Joint Services Open House at Andrews, Lieutenant Ted Steelman and Lieutenant Kim Arrington on final approach to land from Naval Air Station Lemoore and Strike Fighter Squadron 122, ladies and gentlemen, the FA-18 Super Hornet. Let's give them a great round of applause. facility. Lester Garner, Marcus January, Seth Reeder, and Marion Cabral. I believe that's how we pronounce that name. Lester Garner, Marcus January, Seth Reeder, and Marion Cabral. Please report to the Lost Child facility between hangars 2 and 3. More to come here at the Joint Services Open House 2004 at Andrews Air Force Base. Bloomington, Wisconsin, just a little while.